Hey there guys and gals, it's me Romero for RMN, here to give you guys an analysis video of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie directed by Jonathan Liebesman and produced by Michael Bay. Now, prior to this movie coming out, I did back it up a lot, telling people who were hardcore TMNT fans, myself included, to give the movie a chance and to be open-minded towards the film. And last night, after watching it at a preview night showing, this is how I feel about the movie.
He said meh. M-E-H. Meh.
Meh. Yep, that's how I feel. Meh. I don't hate the film, but I don't love it either. It has a lot of issues that overall take the good things and just completely overshadows them. So let's talk about that first. What are the problems with this movie? I'm gonna list the three big ones. First one, the origin story. Now yes, we've had different origin stories in the comics and TV shows for the Turtles and April and all the characters, but this one is so forced and hammered in, you can feel it when you're watching it. Now I understand what Jonathan Liebesman and, the creative team for this movie were trying to go for. They were trying to give April a deeper rooted connection with the Turtles and Splinter that we've never seen before. Now in the original source material, April is just someone who finds the Turtles and meets them and creates a friendship-like bond with them. But in this movie, Jonathan Liebesman was trying to give April a less of a friendship bond with them and more a kind of a family connection. These Turtles to her are like her family now. But the issue with this is that it wasn't executed well, it was developed poorly, and it did not flow naturally. Like I said, it was forced and very hammered in, and that's an issue with why this origin story did not work at all. Second issue with this film is the villain. Shredder in this movie is just a visual prop. Unlike in the previous incarnations of the character where he has a deep-rooted connection with Splinter and the Turtles, here he has no connection with them at all, and that really just takes a lot out of this movie because Shredder is one of the biggest villains in the TMNT franchise, and here he's just used as a visual prop and nothing else. And originally William Fichtner was supposed to be the Shredder, but after reshoots he was taken out of playing the Shredder and is just now a silly goofy villain, which in all honesty, if he's not nominated for a Razzie Award for his over-the-top performance in this movie, I would be very disappointed. Third issue with this movie, its climax, which resembles the climax of The Amazing Spider-Man, the first film, and it resembles it to a T. It's crazy. It's almost shot for shot and idea for idea the same freaking ending from the first Amazing Spider-Man. If Sony doesn't sue Paramount Pictures for this, I don't know what to say, honestly. Someone, somehow, somewhere, at some point in time is getting sued for this ending. And I gotta say, those are the three big issues with this film that really lowered my experience and enjoyment of the film and gave it a lower rating. Now let's talk about the good things with this film, which there actually are. First off, Megan Fox is actually tolerable in this movie, and I did not want to hit her in the back of the head with a hockey stick, so that's good. She actually tried to be a competent actress in this film, and she was tolerable as April O'Neil. Another thing in this movie that was actually good, the characteristics of the Turtles are spot on. Michelangelo is the funny rapscallion, Donatello is the smart one, Raphael is the rebel loner, and Leonardo is the cool, calm leader. Their characteristics were spot on, perfect, and definitely followed the source material that they were trying to copy, and they did a good job at executing them, and I actually liked the visuals and designs for their characters. Splinter, also playing the wise sensei, is actually pretty cool, but his character kind of reminds me of something from Magic the Gathering. The action sequences in this film are also pretty good, including that giant snow chase scene, which is actually the best sequence in the entire film, but for what it's worth, I did actually like some of the action sequences in this film, which I thought were very enjoyable. So I gotta give this movie props for at least getting the characteristics of the Turtles down to a T, and also the motion capture and designs for the Turtles were pretty awesome. And and Megan Fox playing a competent actress for once was something that was also tolerable and didn't make me want to hit her fingers with a hammer. Like I said, I'm eating a big slice of humble pie right now, and I am willing to admit this movie was nothing more than a huge disappointment. And all around, just because I had fun with some aspects of the film doesn't mean I was going to blindly ignore the issues, the errors, and the problems with it. All around, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles gets a 2 out of 5. That is a D in my book. Anyways, let me know what you thought of the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film, and as always, I've got your back, so you're on track.